Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. In today's video, we are going to be discussing 5 new fragrances that I have been testing. If you're interested to see what I'm trying, let's jump right into the video. First up, we're going to be talking about Fame by Paco Rabanne. So I've only seen one person post about this. I have not watched her review yet. Her name is Limelight Lass. Actually, the next day after I had already purchased this and tested it, I saw her video come up and I said, okay, at least I'm not the only one who was curious about it. Now, I'm not saying no one has reviewed it. I am saying she's the only person that I've seen post a video about it and I haven't watched hers yet. So I just have the travel and this is 3 days later. It's still on the paper, the stick. And it's just as pretty as I said it was going to be. Okay, so going to spray. And I'm not really worried about showing the spray. It's the travel. It's a nice spray. There it is, that opening. Y'all, this fragrance is so familiar to me. This smells like Dolce & Gabbana Shine with the mango note in it. It smells like one of the Idals, maybe Aura. Look, not dupes. There are pieces or parts or notes of this that remind me of these fragrances. There's a little bit of My Way Intense in here. It just reminds me of so much. And then in the dry down, it gives me what I liked in that Fleur de Péchère from Karl Lagerfeld, which I did not like the musk in that fragrance. But there was a little bit of a prettiness to it that, oh, and then this gives me vibes of Lotus Pear by Seven Virtues. Y'all, this is insane to me. Now, it's not dupes for any of those fragrances, but when I smell a fragrance that just came out, and then I can instantly think of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fragrances that this reminds me of, it's kind of problematic. It was okay in the sense of Libre le Parfum, because I liked it so much and it gave me just a little bit more. Like it put me in the same mind frame as some fragrances, but it didn't smell identical to those. I smell so, look at this. I smell so many things when I smell this fragrance. It is pretty. God, what else is that I'm smelling? I swear I have smelled this 100 times before. It's driving me crazy now. So I sprayed the stick when I first got it and I thought instantly pretty for the sake of being pretty, not unique at all, very mass appealing, very crowd pleasing. Insane to be releasing right now in a time when all of these reviewers are saying we're tired of the same old recycled, cloned stuff released by every house. And this is what you get. God, this reminds me of so much stuff. You got to be kidding me. Okay, so I've pulled the notes up. We got mango and bergamot in the top, jasmine and, is that olibanum? Olibanum? Whatever, one of them labdanum type of things. Vanilla and sandalwood. God, what does this remind me of? It reminds me of even more than what I already named. And I get all these notes, every last one of them. So I just don't have time for the foolishness. This is a pretty for the sake of being pretty fragrance. It is. I'm not going to lie. I like the way it smells on my skin, which a lot of fragrances now I don't. I like this travel size package, but let me tell you something. This bottle is hideous. Nothing about this bottle is cute. Never would I want to have it in my collection. But, and that's coming from somebody who actually likes the Nicki Minaj bottle. So that's how much I dislike the real bottle. Y'all, no, I'm tired of it. The next fragrance we're going to talk about is Peach Fields from Skyler, which is a clean beauty fragrance house. Guys, I have tried so many from Skyler and I do not like any of them. And this one is in the same boat, I'll be honest. I was very disappointed because I thought I was buying a travel spray and I ended up with a roller ball. I literally despise roller balls. I don't understand. They're not my vibe. Yeah, this stinks so bad to me. Like, this is just as putrid as that Lotus Pear or whatever from Seven Virtues. Okay, so the fragrance notes are on the box. So it's white peach, it's osmanthus, and it's sandalwood. And this is supposed to, it says, you know, layers well with Coconut Cove and Pink Canyon. I tried Coconut Cove. Look, it's probably was my favorite one that I've tried. And Pink Canyon is definitely not bad either. But here's the thing. Peach Fields, white peach, osmanthus, sandalwood. And I do like their travels. Like, they're, you know, they just seem bigger than all the rest. I don't even know how much is in here. It could be a 10 ml, but it's heavy weighted glass. This smells like cat urine to me. It pulls like cat urine to me. There's a peach note to it, and a lot of peach notes do that. I talk about this all the time on my channel. I'll start picking up that note, and I got to get rid of it. It happened in Olympia Legend, I think. Was that a plum note that did it? Whatever. That was one of them, that Lotus Pear. And I don't even know if they have peach in them. But that same cat urine vibe that I am getting from this, I got in those two fragrances as well. And I was thinking it was a Lotus, but then I love Lotus and so many other things. So look, I just think the Lotus Pear from Seven Virtues is gross. But back to Skyler. So I rolled this on my skin and it came across instantly super perfumey. Like, for this to be a clean beauty brand, it comes across very chemical to me, very perfumey, very artificial. I love a white peach note. This was not giving me that. This is not the vibe that I wanted. And I thought, do I still have it over here? I just put up a video the other day, like yesterday, I think. And I was talking about my body care from Ombre Bijou. She just came out with a fragrance called Perfect Peach. I think that this could fix this. I think it could fix it because her peach is definitely more of a realistic, juicy, ripe peach, Jolly Rancher. And if this wouldn't have been a roller ball, I would have tried to test it out. But this is an elixir. This is an oil in a roller ball. I just wasn't going there. This was gross on my skin. So I have it on a stick. I rolled it on a stick 3 days ago. Still pick up the cat urine. There is a quality I want to love about the peach, but I just don't like how this is mixed. Either their sandalwood is gross or the peach, the osmanthus, something is wrong with this. So I personally think I'm done trying Skyler fragrances. They don't work well with my body chemistry, and I'm not going to spend the type of money to get that it takes to get the spray. This isn't for me. Next up, we're going to be talking about replicas on a date. So guys, again, just to travel. Told you guys I am trying to dwindle down my collection. So full bottles are only going to be purchased when it's something I absolutely must have. Their travels always look the same, you know, replica, their glass. So I'm up here smelling this fragrance. It's definitely on this side. Sprayed this 3 days ago too. Sprayed them all and just set them down to let them be here. And I like what I'm smelling right here. Just hints of what is left behind, and I really like it. I don't even know what's in this. Definitely smells like some type of berry or something. See, woo, child, let me tell y'all something. The opening of this is so stank. It almost brings about anger in me. Like, it just stirs something in me that just wants to be enraged instantly. And not a putrid, disgusting stank. Oh, why would you do that stank? Like, why would you do that? I cannot stand the opening. It smells like stale wine or, I don't like it. What is in here? Okay, I see. I need to keep this computer just open because I can't do this. I literally cannot do this. What is in this fragrance? Oh, blackcurrant syrup. Well, Yeah, like berry, stale wine. Okay, in the top, again, in the top, we have black currant syrup, pink pepper, and bergamot. Middle notes are rose, divana, and geranium. The base notes are moss, patchouli, vetiver, and musk. Now, I am such a weirdo because this is making so much more sense to me now because I see what's in here and I'm picking up what I can pick up. And actually, to be honest, I'm picking up most of all of this. I think I'm picking up all of this, to be honest. Especially that geranium. My goodness, if you know what geranium smells like, you know what that is anyway. But it's so, I'm sorry, I might be yelling because this mic is right here. It's so noisy. It's so loud. On my skin, it pulled very masculine. Not gonna lie, after about 30 minutes, I couldn't do it anymore. So I rinsed it off or washed it off. Because I just smelled the dry down after 3 days, I want to play with this a little more. I'm curious about it now. Knowing the notes, because I'm a black currant lover, I'm trying to figure it out. I would really like to get rid of the geranium out of this. Maybe the divana too. I feel like there's too much going on. Maybe the vetiver too. Or the patchouli. Maybe more the patchouli than the vetiver. It's just doing too much. Too much. The opening still gags me. Like, all of them are coming out screaming or trying to do their own solos, and it's not in unison, all of the notes. And it just doesn't make sense. It's herky-jerky, screechy, that kind of thing. Y'all know I do not like. If you've been here, if you're a part of the Terra Squad, you know I'm about well-blended things. Don't come out all chaotic. It does something to me that I don't like. So I want to try this on a male friend of mine. Ross, if you're watching this, I'm definitely coming for you. And see if I have a different experience. Because no, just no. I like the dry down, but to deal with that opening and that mid long enough to get to on me, nah. I have too many things in my collection that I love way above and beyond this than to waste my time fighting and struggling with this fragrance. Next up, I really feel like this is a bashing session on fragrances, but look, I got to keep it real. If I can help you guys save your coin, or if I can tell you something that even in me disliking it, you think you would like, hey, I'm just here to try to give you the info as I smell it. Okay. So this is from the house of Boy Smells. Yes. The name of the fragrance house is Boy Smells. I've seen it before, never was interested because I thought it was a masculine line, but apparently, I think they're genderless and the name of the fragrance is LES. Is that lay? Is it less? I don't know. I think the notes are on here as well. Bergamot. Bergamot's in everything today. Cardamom, pink pepper is also in everything today. Pomelo, osmanthus, second appearance. Jasmine, always in everything, every day. Peony, my favorite floral notes. Vanilla, ambroxan, or it just says ambrox. So I don't know if that's because it's so small and didn't have room. Nah, ambrox. Moss and cedarwood. Everything I love in a fragrance. I am not about playing games with y'all with the suspense. I like this. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, not enough to keep in my collection or put in my collection. I'm definitely going to use this and wear it, but not enough to have in my collection because I'm trying. Oh, this. I wanted to jump up and do a hallelujah, not in no blasphemous way, but just because the opening is so much better than on a date. Like, this is refreshing. This feels like a blessing to not smell on a date anymore. Okay. This is a refined, pretty for the sake of being pretty fragrance. The peony note, it's my favorite floral note. So if you're doing peony right, I'm more than likely going to like your fragrance. This is clean, fresh, crisp, floral. Usually more floral than I would go for, but this is a masterpiece fragrance. I think this thing is put together so well. It gives me vibes of a luxurious body lotion, something from the 80s or 90s that might have been sold by Mary Kay, but like 5 top tier levels above that. I feel like kindergarten teachers and therapists, people who are honest and good-hearted and good-natured, like for real, people that you can feel safe with would smell like this. Old school luxurious soaps would smell like this, but this isn't soapy. I feel like this might be something that somebody, an old teacher, an old daycare lady is what we used to call them, might have smelled like this, or her house might have smelled like this, because it is pulling on me emotionally. And I really enjoy it. I really love it. I think it's perfect for spring. I wouldn't mind if several women at my job made this their signature scent in the spring. That's how much I feel like I like it now. Now, they would have to switch it up by the time summer came. But baby, every day, really, really pretty. The last fragrance that I'm trying is my favorite one. And I want to give a shout out to the person who was on the post, wherever I was. I think it was Sookie London's post when she reviewed this, but I'm not sure. And I said, not interested. I think that the majority of the flankers from Black Opium all have that same overbearing white floral note DNA. I don't care. I really don't care. This person responded to me and said something, I'm paraphrasing, to the effect of, I've smelled it, the vanillas are amazing, and I think it would be right up your alley. Now, when people who do not know me in real life show me that they've been to my page enough that they feel that they can recommend something to me, it always touches me. It's a far cry from, I like it, I think you would, or I think it smells good, I think you should try it. You should go ahead and review it for us. This person said, I think it's right up your alley. Okay. Challenge accepted. So here we are. Black Opium le Parfum. Baby, let me tell you something. Let me. It's the vanillas. And I already opened the computer up. Got the notes here for you. First of all, the stick after 3 days. Ma'am. Ma'am, please. Top notes: pear, cinnamon, green mandarin. Middle notes: solar notes, orange blossom, jasmine sambac. Base notes: Madagascar vanilla, bourbon vanilla, vanilla absolute, coffee, patchouli, vanilla orchid. Let me tell you something. What's not to like? What's not to love? What are we doing? What are we doing? First of all, because I'm not going to waste this, I'm not even going to spray it again. Okay? That's how much is still potent on here. It's the triple vanilla to me. Sign me up. So I will have a full bottle of this. Right now, they busting heads with them prices. Even though I do love it, I promise you, I'm not paying what they're asking for right now for this. But I want it. This is the bad thing about it. I kept telling myself to stick with 1 ounces for those things that I really do want. I am getting a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle of this because currently in my life right now, I am just fiending for and craving vanilla anything. Now, guys, that annoying white floral note is not in this. That DNA of just white florals, just this blanket thing that they do that just gets on my last. I don't get it. I don't. You got a little bit of florals in here, but I'm telling you, the vanilla, the triple threat of the vanilla tells everything to bow down. And I'm here for it. So I love the illicit green flanker in the heat. It's the only one of these that I really reach for in the heat. And I've gotten rid of all my other flankers. The original, the extreme, the neon, the floral shock, the nuit blanche. I wore them about halfway and then I just got rid of them because I'm just like, you know, I'm over it. I need this one. I need illicit green. I have illicit green already in a 1 ounce. I need this one in a 3.4 fluid ounce. If you were like me and you thought that all the flankers were super redundant, if you are not searching for a lot of coffee, this is not going to give you a lot of coffee. It's there for a second. It is not all throughout the fragrance. It's not going to give you Acros Awake. It's not going to give you Arabica Roast by Layered. If you want coffee, those are the types of fragrances that you need to look for. If you just want something pretty that is familiar to you in the Black Opium family, but then takes the vanilla and just gives you something different, then try it. Get you a travel like I did, or go into the store and spray it on you. This works so good on me, so good on my clothes. Yo, I cannot wait for somebody to come out with a sale. Plus, I got like a nice amount of rewards at Sephora and Ulta saved up. So I might get this thing for free, but I need them to chill out on them prices. I really, really, really like this. Really, really, really like this. The potency and the creaminess of that vanilla just wraps me up and makes me feel extremely sexy and still like refined. I've always thought of Black Opium as a classy designer fragrance. I know people tried to diss it. Keep saying we're not going to talk about that. That was years ago. But come on. Black Opium has been around long enough that it deserves some respect. And this one, for me, is their best release since Illicit Green. As always, thank you guys for spending this time with me today. Please do not forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, select the notification bell, and share me across all of your social media platforms. As always, I love talking to you guys in the comments. If you've tried these, let's talk about them in the comments. If you're intrigued or if I inadvertently turned you off, let's talk about that in the comments as well. As always, I love seeing you guys there. And until then, bye. Oh, and since I did mention, my bad, Peach Perfect from Ombre Bijou, check out the last video I posted yesterday, or by the time you guys see this, it'll be 2 days ago. It's my layering combos featuring Ombre Bijou's body care, and the fragrances I think pair with them so beautifully. She has some bangers for the spring. And of course, you always get the Tera 15 discount code when you shop with Ombre Bijou. So again, I'll see you in the comments.